What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. It is preview time for the final round of Six Nations, the big game, the game I'm really excited for. France taking on Ireland, a massive decider contest. This is the opportunity for Ireland to win a bonus point and take it away from England, or it's an opportunity for France to dominate Ireland and steal it right from England's eyes, unless obviously it's a draw, a close pointer. Then England are got every opportunity to win the tournament just by beating Italy with a bonus point. It's been an incredible tournament. It has been a tournament full of surprises and full of stoppages of COVID-19. It all comes down to this final game. So much is on the line. You've got France, who have really stood up and shown that 2020 has been the year of improvement. They have shown that the new coach has gelled with this team magnificently. Yes, they had a hiccup against Scotland, but they can be proud of the results that they pulled against Wales and all those teams. I mean, it's never easy playing against these teams in the Six Nations, especially when you've had a year like the previous, which wasn't very great. So for France to pull up some big wins, get a surprise here and there, then you know what? They can still look at this and go, we've got an opportunity. You know, we're all talking Ireland this weekend because all they need is a bonus point guaranteed win. But we can't forget France. What happens if Italy put on a cracking game and surprise us and not allow England the opportunity to score a bonus point? France gets a bonus point. Hello, France. Welcome to the Six Nations title. It's been a long time, and it's a great opportunity for France. As for Ireland, they've named a phenomenal team. You've got some big names in there, full of experience, full of history of winning, and full of history of comebacks as well. You've got the leadership of Johnny Sexton, the experience of Conor Murray. Yes, there's talk of should they even be there. But for me, I'd rather have two guys who've been there before in good times than in bad. And who knows, maybe they can shock us. Healy, you've got experience there. You've got Ryan, brilliant player. These guys in Ireland need to take on this opportunity. Andy Farrell has led this team into something different. We've seen a lot of improvements from where we saw Ireland last year. Last year wasn't a great year for Ireland. 2018 was a phenomenal year. 2020, we've seen a progress. We've seen Ireland move forward and take on opportunities to get far. We've seen improvements in the Pro 14 and the Champions Cup of moments of getting somewhere. And this is the opportunity for them to capitalize on that. Although they didn't win the Champions Cup, it's still an opportunity for Ireland to say, don't write us off just yet. We may have history. We may be joked about in the World Cup. But don't write us off, because we can come back. It's going to be a phenomenally tight, contested game. I've got loads of time for both teams, and I've got so much respect for the comeback that France has done. And I think France, having a young team, a new coach, and seems to be gelling right now, is going to be such positive news for them, because the next World Cup's right in their backyard. So it's giving them the confidence to say, woof. Remember last year, 2019? Forget it, this is a new team. That is going to be the excitement moving forward into these last few games and this final contest for us to see what is going to happen. I'm excited to see this battle. I think it's going to be intense. If we look at the last few battles we've seen, 2019, we saw Ireland win 26-14. Considering where France were last year, that's not a bad result. The last 10 times they've played, Ireland's won 6 or so, and we've seen France also pick up some victories. Ireland technically in the lead. Ireland will probably go in as favourites, but will they really? You've got a home game for France. They know their field, they know the conditions, they know the opportunities that lie ahead. And the fact that they're a young team, for me, they've got nothing to lose to shoot forward and surprise us. I read a comment yesterday in the previous video I did where one said, well, if France don't see themselves winning, they're going to fall over and allow Ireland to win so that they can get the title. It doesn't work like that in Six Nations rugby. It's every man for themselves. I know we've got our own little rivalries of England, Ireland, and all the teams, and whether you love or hate relationships. I'm telling you now, this is a young France team. They do not want to be demolished. They do not want to go down and say, Jeepers, Ireland beat us with the bonus point just as we were looking okay. They do not want that title at the back of their name saying, pushover team. They're going to fight and they're going to put an effort in. But discipline and handling errors are the key to the success of these two teams. They need to be sharp. Obviously, France are going to be tailed up. They beat Wales last week, 38-21. Great victory. They've beaten Wales twice this year. Once at the Principality Stadium and now at the Stade de France. So they are going to be on fire. Ireland-Italy last weekend. Ireland dominated 50-17 points. All they needed was a bonus point. They got it. Their previous loss was early in the year against England, 24-12. That's the result they're not going to want to remember. They're going to want to focus on what's ahead. They're going to be proud of their victory over Wales, over Scotland, although it was close. It's going to be a cracking game. It's going to be intense, and I hope we see a lot of points, and I hope the weather's good to us so we can see a very intense try-scoring game, back and forth. Now, obviously, if you know me, you know I'm backing Ireland all the way. But do not write off the French. They are going to fight. They're going to come in fighting with heart and soul and show us what they're made of. Prediction-wise, I'm going to go Ireland. But I cannot tell you whether or not they're going to get that bonus point because I think France are going to fight. I want them to get the bonus point. And I know they have the capability in the squad to get a bonus point. But I think it's going to be an absolutely intense encounter and we cannot write off France. Tails up, they beat Wales. Wales aren't write-offs. Wales are a great team. Might be in bad form this year, but Wales are good. Watch out for them. So I'm going to go Ireland to win. We'll wait and see on Saturday evening if they get the bonus point or not. And on that note, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash that thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to win? Ireland or France? Come on Ireland. Come on France. Give us a cracking game. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.